Hello again. Okay, we're going to continue our discussion with masking, and to do so, we'll keep on using this Colorado autumn photograph. And as I look at this particular image, I think, gee, wouldn't it be nice if this area, the highlights where the sun is shining, if they were brought down just a little bit. And we can do that, as we've seen with some of these adjustment layers. Let's go ahead and call up a levels adjustment layer. And let's take our mids to highs and just a little darker. So we're taking the area in the rocks and just bringing that down a little bit. Let's also maybe bring up a curves adjustment layer. Let's click on this little hand symbol so that we can click in the image and then drag to modify. Here we go. We'll click and then just drag this down a little bit. And maybe we'll drag down right here on the curve a little bit. Let's toggle these two layers on and off. It seems to be having an effect in the right direction. I might even choose somewhere else just to bring it down. There we go, a little bit more. We've just used two very powerful tools to adjust the tonality up here in the sky for the way we want it. In doing so, we adjusted everything else to somewhere we don't want it. Here again is the beauty of masking. We can now mask off this area down here and have the effects of these two layers happening just in the sky. And let's show you how we can do one mask using groups. So let's go ahead and come down here to the bottom. Click on this Create a New Group folder. We're going to put these two layers in this group by dragging and dropping them in. Notice they're indented now. It's part of this group. Now I'm going to put this one in that group as well. What's really cool is if we come up here and click on this to highlight it, we can come down to this little icon right here, add a layer mask, and now this group has a layer mask. We can toggle off each individual action or the entire group at one time. But because it does have a layer mask associated with it now, we can paint on this layer mask. And I'm going to go ahead and select my brush tool with the press of the B key. I've got black selected, so I'm painting black. I'm at 100% opacity, and I want a kind of soft brush. Well, let's just go with a hardness of 25. And I'm just going to go ahead now and paint in right near the edge, the transition from the darker area to the lighter area. Now we'll notice over here in this layer mask thumbnail that I've created a nice boundary area. I'm going to hold the Alt key down and click on the layer mask thumbnail to make it visible here in the large area where we can see what's going on. And I'm just going to quickly paint this in. My brush quite a bit bigger and continue to fill that in with black. Where we're taking it to black, the effect of these two layers will not happen. I'm going to Alt, click back over here. So now where it's white, these two layers, the actions of these two layers are actually occurring, and that's up here in the sky. Where it is black, which is all down in here, these two, the effect of these two layers is not happening, and we can see that by toggling on and off. So that is how you can use layers on a group in a very, very useful way. If for some reason you ever decide that you want to ungroup these layers, well, obviously you can just throw everything away to the trash can, or you can ungroup to keep the layers in the adjustments. To ungroup, make sure it is selected, run up here to Layer, click on it, drop down to Ungroup Layers, and then you would ungroup the layers. Alright, that's the end of this lesson here on masking. We'll see you next time.